When President Obama announced his tax cuts compromise on Monday, it seemed almost guaranteed to pass Congress. But today, with progressives and blue dogs expressing their distaste for the deal, its passage is in doubt. And like clockwork, the White House has upped the rhetoric. Chief advisor, economic advisor to the president, Lawrence Summers, issued this warning to Congress this afternoon. If they don't pass this bill in the next couple of weeks, it will materially increase the risk that the economy could stall out and we'd have a double-dip recession. Right. This coming from the guy whose policies under Bill Clinton laid the foundation for our current economic recession. He's also losing his job at the end of the year. Trust him? Where was this sort of alarmism from the White House before the great tax cut compromise? It may have helped a month ago to get Republicans on board. Something like, you know, if we renew the tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires, we'll put our country in greater debt to the Chinese, which will ruin our long-term economic outlook, which is exactly what we're poised to do right now. Or with the health care debate. If we don't pass a public option, there'll be no mechanism whatsoever to stop for-profit insurance companies from jacking up your rates indefinitely, which we are seeing today. Or the financial reform debate. If we don't break up the too-big-to-fail banks, then too big to fail will still exist and threaten to crash our economy once again. You know, Citicorp and the like, they're still too big to fail. Or in the stimulus debate. If we don't pass a $2 trillion stimulus package, we'll be looking at years of slow economic growth and near double-digit unemployment, which is exactly the type of economic recovery we see today. So why is it that the White House uses alarming threats to get Democrats to vote for their crummy deals, but not to put pressure on Republicans at the negotiating table? Back in September, Republican John Boehner said this on Face the Nation.
If the only option I have is to vote for some of those tax reductions, I'll vote for them. But I've been making the point now for months that we need to extend all the current rates for all Americans if we want to get our economy going again and we want to get...
Yeah, but he would have voted for them. So why didn't President Obama ensure that the only option for John Boehner was middle-class tax cuts only? The White House squandered the tax cut issue just like they did health care. Only this time, this was an easy, really easy fight to win. The public supported letting tax cuts expire for the rich. Past economic experts like Alan Greenspan, for goodness sakes, supported their expiration. Even Republican ideology focused on our national debt would have led to the conclusion that this extension is a bad idea. But President Obama dropped the ball, and now he's dispatched Lawrence Summers to cover his tracks by screaming, "Fire!" And it may work. He may get his crooked deal through Congress. But in doing so, he's handing a huge pile of ammunition to his Republican opponent in 2012. For that entire year, millionaires will have their tax cuts, but unemployed people are going to be flat out of luck. As he heads into the election of 2012, the Republicans will make a campaign issue of his 2% Social Security tax cut, calling it the Obama tax cut, demanding that he continue it, which if he does, will drill a hole in Social Security, making it easier for Republicans to argue to privatize it. And tax cuts for the middle class will continue to be tied to tax cuts for the rich, which is exactly how the Republicans want it, and are going to keep it. This isn't just a bad deal that the Republicans have offered President Obama. It's a Trojan horse filled with things that will come back to haunt him and attack him in a 2012 election. And to get it, he's angered most of his base, which yesterday he called sanctimonious, and Rahm Emanuel famously called the professional left. So let's all hope that calmer and wiser heads in Congress prevail, and the president is forced to confront the Republicans. It'll be better for the country, and in 2012, better for him.